Welcome, everyone, to USBGF streaming coverage of the Wisconsin State Backgammon Tournament. I'm Gerry Tansey, joined by Jake Jacobs. We have here the finals of the Badger Classic Masters event featuring just two fine players. On the bottom, you'll have Ed O'Loughlin, who seems to be in the final of every event that we see. He's either in the final of the Masters or of the Open. Last year, for example, he won the Big Las Vegas event and both the Open and the Masters of the Los Angeles event. Just a man who is on fire, playing the best backgammon of his life, probably. And his opponents, you usually see him directing tournaments. It's Rory Pascar, director of the Chicago Open, and he just took over directing duties from Howard Markowitz in Las Vegas. But when he's not directing, he's a fierce player. He's got 2 ABT wins under his belt, including the main event here in Wisconsin back in 2010, and also the CSI Chicago tournament run by Bill Davis in 2015. More recently, he did win the Cleveland Masters over John O'Hagan, playing a 3.4 PR versus John O'Hagan's 3.8. So he has a very mean game. This should be a great match. We're going to play 11 points to decide the winner. And we're about ready to get started. Got anything, Jake?
Well, I am, as they say, Jake Jacobs, and I seen the players fist bump and discuss, direction and where to hide the cube, which they seem to have done a good job of. They are players that I've known for quite a while. If my memory serves, I met Ed O'Loughlin. I played him a match at the old Jockey Club in Las Vegas in either 1982 or 1983. So, roughly 40 years ago, that was when Mike Maxiculi, publisher of the Las Vegas Backgammon magazine, was running a Sunday night tournament in the Jockey Club. And Ed would have been there as part of a spillover from the old Plimpton Cup. And Rory, I met, 12, 15 years ago. He lives in my hometown. So I'm expecting a fine match from the two of them.
And we have begun. Ed opened with an opening 6-1, making the bar, and that blocked the Rory's double sixes.
Looks like a little bit of a lag on this visual.
It's a little choppy. Ed's got this fine double ones to play. He's made the 5-point, but he's got 2 more aces to play.
Yeah, I would slot the 4 because I don't like breaking a nice 4 prime.
And he decided to break the 8-point.
Listen to me, yeah.
Yeah, another option would just be to make the 6, but let's see. And Rory has a 4-1 to play. And
probably just make
the 8. Yeah, he wants to get the back checkers moving, probably, but I think it's just too nice to make the 8, in my view.
Yeah, I would make the 8. I know that this gives him an extra builder for the interboard points, which he prefers, but sometimes simple checkers are best.
8 makes a point as opposed to preparing to make it, and it leaves no shots. This is the other contender.
Yeah, but then he's got the problem of the 4.
The 4 is not good. And he quickly puts it back.
He seems to figured out his 4. He's got the 4. Now he's just got to choose an ace.
Yep.
And he's chosen. 5-4. Well, which one do you make? I think we make it from the back.
I agree.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Will he split?
That's the question, I think. Does he want to come down or split? It is a blitzing formation up front, which leads you to not want to split, but you are stripping your midpoint. And splitting would have gotten punished very hard by those double ones.
Yeah. 2 men on the bar against a 3-point board. It would have been pretty brutal. Now, I guess you do this instead
Other
of
option is
stepping
to
to the
split.
3-point.
Yeah. I can understand the hesitancy because there is an army of builders that might want to point on you, but that's also a prime.
Yeah, it's 11 in the zone. Would have pointed on his head if he had split to the 22 point. So I think he just brings the men down. Yeah.
Looks good. Kind of have a prime versus prime battle going on. And this 1-6 is lovely. Jumping and hitting.
6-5. Fanning, and can't cube this, but I'd like to.
He's thinking about it. He's got another shot at a checker, and that has been hit, and he is.
Actually, maybe he should have doubled this.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it again. Yeah.
It didn't even have to be this lovely to make it. Now I think he's got to just play here. He's gonna cube and cash this, I guess.
Yeah, and I would, at this point, I would play. So.
Ed has not hit the pass button yet.
Well, we waited a while for this match because Ed was playing another match, and I was going to make the joke that this is not the first time that I've waited for one of Ed's matches. Ed is a very thoughtful player.
He does find the pass button, and Rory takes a 1-0 lead.
But you can't fault him for thinking. I mean, he has had tremendous success going back those 40 years, and that thoughtfulness has paid off many times for him.
Oh, certainly. No, he's got his method, and it certainly is working. So. Let's see if we can get this game going.
So what is he doing? He's rolling and then moving it over to his quadrant?
I think so, because they are using same colored dice. And they both have a 4-3, and they both bring builders down.
Yeah, hitting is clearly right.
Yep.
5-2.
This is interesting.
I think
do you slash to keep him from using the builders, or do you play this as a distracting play? He's gone for the distracting play.
Yeah. Wasn't going to work very well for him either way. So
no.
Okay.
3-1.
I would hit as ugly as it is.
I think you do. I know 3 on the ace point is death, but this isn't terribly constructive anyway. Hitting's the best thing you can do.
I mean, if he doesn't hit, he's got to, I think, slot the 5-point, his 5-point.
Yeah, that's play B, but I don't know. I think this just allows Rory to consolidate. And it's going to be hit.
Yeah, I think you keep hitting, even though he could make his 4-point.
Yeah, because Ed will get his 5-point if you go that way. This is a good roll. Getting 20-point anchor.
Okay, well, he's got both 15 points, frequently a winning position. Oh, and yeah, it's somewhat painful there, but I would.
Do you touch the back checkers?
I would. I don't think I would. Those 4-5 games just aren't. I mean, he's got plenty of spares to dump. He can dump behind. He can clear the outside points, and I just don't think that 4-5 is going to work out to be a very good game for him. So I think he just makes his own 3-point.
Could be. He might just split. I agree. I don't like actually making it, but yeah, and I think Ed has played too many. I think he played 5 3s in this position.
Yeah, I think Corey thinks so too. Except he can't remember what the last one was, but it was
the first one was making the 5 point. Come on, gentlemen.
Right. Yeah, there we go.
All right. We think we're making that one. Oh boy. This is go.
So actually, that's all of them to play. So he could, he could make the 21-point anchor and then think about the other 2. But I think that he's going to make the 5-point, no matter what he does. No matter what else he does.
I think I'm.
Yeah.
Okay. An option would just be to make the 5, make the 3, and split to the 21. That way, you still get the goalkeeper on the.
I would prefer 24. That to doing what he's doing here. If he's doing it, he's still thinking.
Yeah, he wishes he had 5 of them. He there's so much he wants to do. While we're waiting for him to decide, do remember to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the coverage. And he's made a decision. All right.
Okay, so he's got aces, and he's thinking about whether to make a solid prime or put 4 on the mid. And I think I would do this.
I like this for the flexibility. I think that's what he needs now.
Six, 2. Yeah.
Just prepare.
Can you see 2 something?
I see 2. Yeah, they got some glare on the other one. Must be 5, right?
Well, it could be 3. Oh no, must be 5. 2 5. So yeah, what are you going to do? He's not going to leave a shot. So nope. He's got to come in. 6 something. 6 isn't good. Whatever it is, it's
yeah. 6-1 looks like.
And 4 6.
4 6.
Okay.
Plays straightforward, and this is that dumping you were talking about.
Yeah.
Gets to go behind the anchors.
Yeah, and I guess I would play it pure. It's tempting to button up like that, but probably.
Yeah, the trouble is he's not getting a shot right now, so he can afford to play pure. But that 6-3 cleared the mid, and this is no good.
He just makes his 3-point, I think, and says, "The hell with timing. Let's hope for something."
Yep.
I mean, he's thinking about running out and just playing a 5-point game. And I guess he's counting the pips. It can't hurt to do that. So let's see, 48, 78, 118, 128, and is that 82, 112? So it's 16 pips after the play. I don't know. I don't think I'd run. I think I'd just make the 3-point and maybe run off the 5 next time. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's see.
I mean, 16 pips almost gets him back in the race, in a race that long. And certainly his timing works. And, the 10-point has to be cleared, but I would do this.
Yep, and Rory's thinking about a cube here. If it were me, I would wait.
Yeah, again, it's 16 pips. He's got the double anchor, so it's right. He's not dead in the race, and Rory waits, and that's probably right. Five, 3, is it?
Yep. He's going to keep the double anchor and put the impurity in the board.
Yeah, but see there, I think I probably would have bitten the bullet and run off the 4-point. That's usually what happens now is the board goes south. What did he roll?
It's a 1 and something. 1-4 looks like.
Yeah. See, that's why you run last time with the 6-3.
Certainly not getting any better.
Yeah, Rory has 2 blots. And he's not going to really want to hit with a 1 on the, on the 9-point there. So it's not so much danger, but you're still not happy. There are crushers that could occur. Double 2s, double 4s would be pretty ugly for Ed there. Rory's thinking about doubling at this point, and yeah, he's got the race. Well, do you take this?
Oh, what is the race?
Okay, yeah, now it's
53,
98. It's 114 and 8. Yeah, okay, 114 and
89.
89. So he's buried in the race. He's picking and passing. I would give this up.
I think Rory's just happy to avoid him, and I don't think there's enough contact for this, and the race is cooked. So
I mean he's got 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s, and even 6s maybe leaves a shot, but in general doubles are crushing, and he doesn't have to do anything spectacular this turn. He just rolls something and covers, and then gets the pick and pass. So yeah, Ed rightly passes.
All right, 2-0.
Not sure whether Ed is the oldest player still active in backgammon. He probably isn't, but he's certainly one of them. And it's kind of wonderful to see somebody that's into his 80s who's still playing just a sharp game and setting a standard for the rest of us.
Absolutely. It's incredible what Ed has been able to do. Ed's off to a good start in this game with an early double 6. Rory was able to escape one checker with a 6-5.
Okay, do you make the 5-point?
I don't. And the reason is because I'm up in the race. I'm a simple guy. If I'm up in the race, I just avoid the contact. But he did, and Rory hit him and found the only available ace to go with it. And Ed is thinking about a cube, I guess.
Yeah, well, he's got 2, 3, 17. Yeah, he's not doing it. He maybe wishes he had now. Four, 5.
Buttons up.
Okay, we're getting a little bit of lag here on our end.
Yep.
But, okay, Rory's got to perform now. If he doesn't hit,
he is able to hit the other guy.
Oh, and he leaves a blot. He hit back. Okay.
2 6s, not the best entry from Ed. Okay, so this 4-2 is lovely. Hit and cover.
Five 2.
Guess he just comes out to the 18.
Oh, Is that certain? I guess so.
I think so. It cleans up, doesn't leave any more blots, and Rory's probably up in this race, although it's
Yeah, he would have been hit the other way, but I might have thought about that.
all right. And 4-1, this is a stage where you just don't want to leave any blots. You just play it safe. Three, 4.
Yeah, I guess he's just bringing it in, getting ready to clear. I suppose that's probably what you want to do rather than leaving a blot on the ace point at this point.
Right. Six one would leave a shot next time, even though it would make the ace or the 5 point.
Double fours.
Well, the back checkers are all stuck, so he's gonna get rid of the mid.
Yep. And I think there's 2 builders in.
Yep.
And those are the 2. 3-2. Yeah, have to go to the ace with that. Oh, yeah, probably is a good time to count here. 41, 45, 90, 121, and
got 113 for white.
Yeah, so 8 pips and 2 pips after the play. So I would not run. I don't think. I would go ahead and slot.
And I think Ed's come to the same conclusion. And that ace, yeah, he's probably going to use 5s to jump out, so he's going to give a good 6, get a good 6 on the other side of the board to cover.
Okay, it's a good roll for Rory. He could clear the 11, but I think he's got to make the 3 point.
Yeah,
I don't like this.
I think this is too stiff. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got, a couple of spares.
Yep.
So
he's not hurting that bad yet on this, on the timing. So 3-1. Is he going to? Well, we're making the 3 point somehow.
Come on, Ed. We know your ace. And then I don't think I would kill the 6. So
yeah. Yeah, you gotta have a 6 to play.
Oh, he made it with the 3. Okay, so
okay. Now he's thinking about the ace, I guess.
Six, 4.
Well,
yeah, we know what's coming.
Yep. Gotta make the point. There's no safe play here.
Yeah, I mean, he could make the ace, but then he leaves more shots. And so I would certainly do this. 5, 4. Yeah. Three, 2.
Looks like it. And he will probably just play this safely, I think. It's ugly, but that's a 5 point board on the other side. This is.
Well, if he stays back, some of the awkward sixes play, pick and pass.
This 5-1 is ugly. Now the question is, what do you do with it? You can't play it safe.
You can't hit with the ace. You can't. So I think the one way you got to fives and 2-3 and 4-3. So you got 15 numbers this way. If you hit, you've got 13 plus 4-4. So it's an extra blot, but it's one fewer shots, and it puts the man on the bar. So
the upside is bigger on this play. I
think this is pretty clear.
If he fans, you get to cube.
Yeah, I mean, I think people say, oh, 2 blots, gammonish, but nah, you got to do this. And he doesn't.
And Ed has not picked up the dice yet. Thinking some dark thoughts.
I miscounted. He's got extra shots there.
He has cubed.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
activating those gammons. Yeah, and look at this.
Look at this.
Well, heading to Gammon City, overwhelming favorite to win a gammon in this position.
Yeah, besides the 2 men up, he's got 4 outfield men, so we may very well have a new leader after this game. I was told that there were 80 players altogether that went to Madison, and that's so impressive. I remember living in Chicago. I used to go up and play sometimes in Wisconsin, but those were club games. I don't remember a major event back when I was living in Chicago. There we go. It's just a great thing that tournaments like this, like some of the other, you've got your own St. Louis tournament coming up, which should be very good. That's coming up middle of October. And you got to credit local people like Jack Edelson, David Meyer, who are directing here, but also you've got to credit the ABT. Bill Davis had the idea for the ABT just about 30 years ago, and over time it's grown, and you've got to credit the USBGF. All together. It's been a national, it's been local, just a perfect storm of the right people doing the right things.
That's very well said.
Okay, 4-1 now. Is he going to do it that way? Is that right?
I never know.
I think with one checker up, I think maybe he was. I know that if it was clearing the 6 point, it would have been right to leave like man on the 5, man on the 3. That would have been leaving man on the 5 and man on the 2. Man on the 5 and man on.
I would be more inclined to make that play if the gammon race were close, but yeah, I think clearing from the back would have been my preference. But he got away with it after a brief
moment of fright, sheer terror.
It's amazing how often that shot is. You think, oh, there's going to be no issues, and then all of a sudden, oh, I rolled a straight ace. Oh, I'm leaving a shot. Okay. But they have to hit it. And Rory did not.
Yeah, I think he's got to get that one in there.
No matter how he plays it, he can't take off a checkered next roll.
Right. So I think he wastes the pip, and I mean I don't think he gains anything by yeah. 6-1. So ooh.
Yeah, the
Well, he
trouble
can't get
is
double
fives
fives
don't
either way.
work. Yeah, he can't get fives here.
So he's got to root for sixes no matter what. Oh, and he has a chance.
And gave him a chance. Did he get it?
Got it.
Oh my word.
Oh my God.
I thought Rory gives us a smile.
Okay, for the fans out there, that was Rory. If you didn't know what he looked like before, you do now.
Oh wow! I thought there was no way he was going to get off that gammon without a hit, but he managed a couple sets of sixes and got a tie ball game, 2-2.
I've never seen a tie ball game, and I lived in Thailand.
They don't have any sports with a ball.
They actually they're very big on soccer, which they call football, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're very, very big on that. But I don't know if there are any other ball sports that they really follow. I don't think they're into cricket. Certainly not baseball. Maybe basketball. After Michael Jordan, there was sort of worldwide popularity with basketball.
Right, deciding what to do with these aces. He ultimately decides on a split to go with the 5-point. It is finding a 6-1 to hit.
4-4. Well, it looks like it ought to do more than that, but no, he goes right between the goalposts.
Interesting choice here. You can build the board a little bit, or you can put in a little bit of contact, and the last one just scooching up.
I think I might have built the board there. That felt, but we could roll double ones again, I suppose. Okay.
And boxes
was a good roll for him.
Four one was a pretty good answer for not hitting. Kept him in the ball game here.
5-2. I think you just go to the 8-point here.
Yeah, not
you
much.
You could make the 3 and leave 3s and 4s. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
55. Yep.
Builds his board, hangs back. Not everything covers that ace-point ball.
Save sixes. I wouldn't do that though.
I just don't like the ace point in this particular position.
Well, and to get the ace point, you have to keep the 7 points. You've got the points that are 6 apart. So
Ed finds his double fours and plays itself, maybe coming up on a cube here.
Is this a 4-3?
I see the 3.
Seems like if it's 4-3, he should be stepping up, I think. Okay, 5-3.
5-3.
He still should be stepping up, I think. I don't think he's supposed to stay back on the ace here.
It's always a question of when is that goalkeeper an asset and when is it a liability. Ed doesn't care. He's cubing. And
Okay,
Rory's got it.
Rory, snap that up. Am I taking that? I
Double ace.
suppose I am, but it looks like it might be a little tougher than. Yeah, okay, double aces, and the last two are not as much fun as you would think they'd be.
Right. He might play him 6-5-2. See, I don't know that he can leave this blot here.
Right, that way, 5, 7, 9 shots. If he does this,
he's not required to hit. He could just shift to the bar point and play 6-5. Leave the guy back on the ace point. But he's decided to make the 5-point heavy.
yeah, we're certainly glad that he didn't leave either of the blots. Not with a 4-3
absolutely.
there. Okay, and cover your 6. I mean, cover your 3.
Yep.
I would think, or is he thinking about covering the ace? I would cover the 3. I like it. Just looks prettier.
Seems okay, unless he was thinking about coming out.
Well, he's still thinking, so maybe he is thinking about coming out. I don't think this is a good idea.
A lot of numbers hit it. Not a lot of numbers hit it without leaving something in return. But he's not necessarily prepared to.
I guess maybe he was thinking 5-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Six out, and then what to do with the ace?
I would keep going. I don't think I'd shuffle anything inside the board.
Right. He doesn't need to be in contact. I guess the temptation is you want to be in contact with your anchor in case you get hit. But Ed's got 2 blots on the board, so you don't have to worry so much about that. It's kind of its own protection.
4-1.
Yeah, this is probably right. For me, keeps the flexed builders.
Double 2s. Whoa! So why didn't you stay on the 15 point? Okay.
Well,
yeah, just got to bring him down.
Bring him down. Aim for the 6 point.
Just head him up and move him out.
How much more you can do? Everything else is destructive. Boxes solves a lot of problems.
Yeah, you're down to the race. May as well close it up. 5-4.
Easy clearance. Just has to get 2 more points cleared. Six, 3.
Yep.
Stays even on the top 2. And 2-1. Not a bad number for something that doesn't clear anything.
5-5.
Okay,
right. And now I guess there's an off chance that he could win a gammon here.
Slim gammons. Certainly going to play for it.
I think, did he just waste there? Okay, he's got 8, so he's often 4 unless he rolls another set. So it's often 3 or 4. It could happen.
If If we know Ed, he's off in 2. No.
Okay, if Ed's going to perform, should be now. And he's performing.
Little sweat. Little sweat here.
6-3 anyway.
6-3 ends that notion. Ed takes his first lead of the match, 4-2. Remember, folks, if you like the content here, be sure to like and subscribe. And visit usbgf.org to find out about events in your area and to improve your skill. Primetime Magazine is a great source of backgammon information.
Yeah, Primetime is a terrific magazine. It's arguably the best, certainly the biggest magazine that Backgammon's ever had. And I say that having been a subscriber to Bill Roberti and Kent Goulding's old magazine, which was, what was that, Inside Backgammon? It was.
Yeah, I believe that's what it was called.
Yeah.
They will let just anybody on the cover of Primetime Magazine, though. Winter of this year, just let anybody on that. All right. 3-2. Is this 3-2 for Ed?
3-2 for Ed. His clock is ticking down. So
my inclination is to get those back checkers moving.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, I know that there are 10 men in the zone, but there's also a nice looking prime. He doesn't really want to bust up, and he doesn't want to be stuck behind it either.
Yep, this is.
I mean, as things go right now, you'd have to say that Rory has got an advantage. He's got the 4 points in a row with a fifth run slotted, and he's got a couple of fly shots. It's not enough cube, I don't think, but he's certainly considering it. I would snatch the cube if doubled here. I mean,
I'm going out in a little. I'm giving it. I'm cubing this down 4-2 to 11. This is a down 4-2 to 11 cube for me. Easy take, but yeah, like he's already better. It's harder for Ed to. There he goes. I like it.
4-2.
4-2. He's got a choice here. He can make the 5 prime and step, or he can make the rack, the 4 point with.
And I would do exactly what he did.
Yep.
Yes, I would do exactly what he did.
Yep. Yeah, this double 5s is not so good for Ed in this variation, and there's the hit.
Right, now Ed is saying, okay, I'd like to see a 2-6 from the bar. And well, he got 2-1, so
Ed is not Ray. He cannot summon 2-6 from the vasty deep.
I don't know why it is. I mean, I've met people that have had other numbers, but for some reason 2-6 seems to be a number that is believed to be their number by more people. I've met more people over the years that claimed that 6-2 was their deal. And this goes back even before I played backgammon. My brother was told by Dean Mensch about this club in Chicago that was run by a couple of it was run by Danny Rotman, Danny Rotman, who was a famous bridge player. And Dean told Munchkin, he said, yeah, you got to go down there. And he gave him a scouting report on the players. And he said, there's one guy, and his name is Gene Chait. And there's 2 things you should know about Gene Chait. One is that he believes that he rolls 6-2. And the other is that he zithers. And, my brother said, what's zithering? And he said, he goes, when he wants to roll a 6-2. So Munchkin goes down there. He winds up playing Gene. And he says, at some point he needs a 6'2". My brother does. And he said, I am famous for my 6'2s. And I guess Gene just went bananas. The other Gene 6'2" story was he and I talking about something other than the match, just because I'm sure that, Rory is more than capable of bearing in here. And so there's nothing really dramatic happening yet. But anyway, so Gene and Craig Shellstorp are shooting against Greg DeFotis. And Craig and Greg were probably the two best players in Chicago at the time. Greg is in the box. Gene is captain. And Gene rolls a, let's see, he rolled a 6-3 with man on the 6, 2 men on the 6, and a man on the 3-point. Sorry, 6-1. He rolls a 6-1 in this position. And he takes off the 6 and then starts to play 3-2. And Craig says, wait a minute, Gene. He said, that's wrong. He said, if you do that, you get 13 numbers, but the other way, you get 14 numbers. And Gene looks at him and he said, but what's my number? And Craig looks across at Greg and he's thinking, for the one extra number, if Gene does roll a 6-2, we're going to own Greg for the rest of the day. So he said, go ahead and make your play. And sure enough, Gene moves 6-2. And on the next roll, he rolls the winning 6-2, which, by the way, of course, would not win if he had made the right play. And they owned Greg DeFotis for the rest of the day. Okay, so now, we're kind of down to where the game looked like it was going to be going before all those 6-2 stories. And now 5-5 is not exactly what he wanted, but he'll take it. Whoops, did he just...
6-5.
Oh, it's 6-5. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is kind of a fast forward of the position. It's like, all right, you build a prime. This is what eventually it looks like. The checkers you trapped are still there, and meanwhile your opponent has flown and crashed.
He's done a pretty good job of keeping his board so far. But he's going to need to exit in a hurry as soon as Rory breaks. And double fours. Rory is breaking.
Everybody in.
5-4. He likes that.
Yep.
He likes it because there was some gammon danger even up to this point. I guess there still is, but okay. Oh, he's thinking about clearing that point, and that's not a bad choice, I don't think. I kind of like this.
Let's see. I tend to like these plays better when the anchor is the ace point as opposed to the deuce, but it is something to look at, the immediate shot leaving numbers and things like that. The nice thing is he's loaded on the 4-point, which 4s are your problem number right now. So speaking of 4s, that's a 6-4.
Yeah, he can hold out for one roll, but I don't know whether it's worth holding out for one roll because I guess it's better of, do you feel lucky? But I think I would just run.
Rory's blood on the ace.
Or would I make the cross?
So 2-1. He's gonna make him pass.
That's why he should have stayed there.
There weren't that many numbers that did that.
Okay, well.
All right, he's gonna get two. He can get 2 crossovers here if he wants them.
It was a good roll.
2. That clears very nicely. Ed's just gonna go now. I'm not sure there's any point in him staying there except if he wants to get crushed by a random double aces. And Ed is
Could he
off the
still win
gammon,
this?
and
Actually,
he could win it. Not saying he's favor, but you know,
I can't tell. Has Rory got checkers stacked? Oh yeah, okay. I see him back there. It looks like he's got 8 checkers left, and to Ed's.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I think
No,
this
okay,
is
that was Rory's double force. Sorry.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
And Rory roars back. So tie game.
We got a 7-point match. So bread and butter of online backgammon play and club play these days.
Well, that was always in Chicago. 7-point matches were kind of the standard.
It's a nice length for, you know, wrapping everything up in one night.
Yeah, we used to at Bill Davis's old tournaments on Tuesday nights. We would get 32 in the main, and I mean at one point he was getting 70 players, so he was getting 32 in the main, and 32 in the intermediate, or 16 in the intermediate, and 16 in the overflow. 40. He'd get maybe 24 in the overflow and 16 in the intermediate. So he'd have 32, 16, and then an overflow of 24. It's just simply amazing. Looks like they took a break.
Looks like it.
So people to get in the in the main would show up. I mean, I used to get there a little after 5, and he'd try to get the tournament going about 6. And 5 7-point matches, or 4 in the consolation 5-point matches. It would go until about midnight. Although the longest that I can remember one going, I had to wait for Herb Roman. Herb used to be one of the slowest players, and I mean, I played him one night where he said, "Why did you take that redouble?" And I said, "Well, Ed, on Thursday I'm flying to Thailand, and I was afraid if I didn't take the redouble, I might miss my flight." So this one Tuesday night, I wound up playing Ed, and we didn't Herb, and we didn't finish until 2:00 in the morning. Luckily, Pat's Pub stayed open until 4:00. Unluckily, 2 of the worst players that ever chouetted in Chicago were playing each other with nobody there to give them a nice guiding hand. And I kept looking and thinking, I'm playing Herb for a difference of $50 or whatever it was. I guess it was more than that, but maybe it was a couple hundred. But still, I'm looking over at this game, and incredibly, I think I still wound up winning 70 points between 2 in the morning and 3:30.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was. These guys were legends. One of them was a player. It was a guy named Deep Shalati, and he was playing Dean Mensch one night. They're playing for dimes, and the cube is on 16, and Dean has 4 men on his ace, and Deep has 5, and Dean redoubles to 32, and Deep just takes it. And then Dean promptly scores plus 32, and so does Deeb. He doesn't even look at it and say, "What did I just do?" He just accepts that, he just took a 32 cube that he couldn't possibly win, and that was that.
Oh, that's fun. All right, players are back. Ed slots his 3-2, and Rory brings Ed slots his 2-1, and Rory brings down 3-2.
Yeah, which I believe is right. You pretty much want to play the same kind of game in the opening. If your opponent slots, you tend to slot if you can't hit him, or bring builders down if he brings builders down. So thematically, what he did was right. Now he's thinking about making the 9 point. What? Oh, it was 4-1. I thought he had 4-2. Yeah. Okay.
Nah. He's still thinking about making the 9 point, maybe. No, he's not. He is thinking about me, and he does. Well, with Ed making the 20, 9 points probably a little better here. 6-5's a nice way to get a guy out.
Okay, and Ed, it looks like Ed is now thinking about doubling this. He's got the 6 shot. He's got a better board. And it's a little aggressive, but I like it. Easy take. 4-3. Oh, what a Christmas present that is.
Yep. Trouble with the cube there is Rory can still take a lot of the times that he gets hit, so double 5s.
I would make the ace and bring one down. I think he's going to bring one down.
You can hear those 6 point checkers stack that high. You can just hear them. Unstack me.
Rory says pure play. I'm making a pure play. 3-1. All right, so he's making his bar, right?
That's me.
Yeah. 6-5, and just in time.
Just in the nick of time. He would have been a dog if he didn't have that bar point.
5-1. I think he just plays 11-6 here.
11-6, and then 6-5. Yep.
4-2.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. The trouble with stepping up is then your 4 is 6-2, leaving 2 blots on the board. Usually not a good idea.
Right, and the whole world waiting to point on you. And there's now he could make the 5 prime running, but I think this is nice.
5 primes are nice too. I know it leaves the security of the anchor, but oof. The bot loves them with 5 prime. I'll put it that way. Well,
5-3. Okay, so
that gets the 5. That gets a better 5 prime.
All right, now he's got to come up. Yeah.
And on my signal, unleash hell.
And there it is. Hell rains down. 1-6. Okay, this is not his best.
Oof.
This is not what Rory wanted. And oh my God!
Oh wow, that's 2-6. All the blots.
Weren't we just talking about this number?
We absolutely were. Oh boy. Ed has murder in his eyes going for this gammon. And he will totally hit loose if he needs to.
Oh yeah, well,
he doesn't even have to give up the prime to
break
do
the prime.
But he would have broken the prime if he had to.
Sure.
To hit loose.
Covering.
Played the 5 a little fast. I'm not sure.
Oh, I guess it was. I think we were lagging here or something. What the hell is? Did he forget he's got a man back?
I think so. Oh wow.
Yeah, but I mean, they won't let him. It's legal moves, right?
Right.
Oh no, he.
Okay, they figured it out.
Okay, 1. Okay. 3 men up, you're not, you're just clear from the rear. Okay, that's nice.
That probably means he never leaves a shot anymore. And Rory really needed to get one in on that roll, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, did he, with 4-1, he left himself odd. I mean, I know that it's a pretty safe position and it didn't cost him, but maybe he was going for the backgammon.
That could be
6-1. All right, that's
well, a big set would be interesting. Didn't happen.
6-4. All right, that saves the backgammon.
Saves the BG, but looks like it's going to be 8-4 for Ed.
Okay, wrong double. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but
yeah, that should be Jen. So make sure
Rory was teasing us. He was never going to do that.
Rory wants to make sure he gets his decision for the PR, and then that'll do it. So Ed with an aggressive early cube that pays off handsomely, taking an 8-4 lead to 11. He can
3-way, 4-way. What is that? That's about 70%.
3-way, 7-way. I always forget these. It seems about right.
Yeah, it's 340 divided by 13. So no, it's like 70.
It's more.
Yeah, it's like 78%, I think.
Yeah.
70. Well, 77. It's in there anyway.
All right, they've each made deep points with their first rolls, and now Rory gets a nice 3-1. He will be looking to spin the cube early. This might be enough, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm cubing this right now. Ed can never productively recube. That's one of the benefits here. And Rory rolls on and hits a nice 6-4. And there's a fan. And Rory's going to cash this game.
I guess he's got to. He's only got 2 builders. So, Ed could easily be back on the.
Right.
But I don't know. I would. I'd certainly have thought a little bit more again about exactly what the rolls did and whether I should take a spin because he hit loose, and I mean even if he gets hit back, if Ed has still one on the roof, maybe you're cubing now. Well,
all right, 8-5. Rory splits with that 6-2.
5-1. Okay. And you're just supposed to come down here.
Right. Contrasting it with the 6-5 play where you would slash away. And double 3s, so he uses 3 of them to enter and hit, and he's thinking about the last one. And I think you just don't.
He's going to one of the 15 points. Which one will he go to? That one there? Yeah, I think so.
No good 6s from the bar. That's my mantra in the early game.
And there was a 6 that would have been, and a 6-2. So I think Ed is now establishing himself as a contender in the 6-2 department.
Ed's horning in on Ray's territory. 6-4 is lovely, pointing on the bar point. Plot.
5-3 is a great roll. Okay, I guess, but you never thought about hitting, Ed? Yeah, good choice.
Yeah,
Not hitting there.
I liked his play. He was shutting off all this nonsense. Rory's gonna make the big board with these double threes because there's just not really anything else to do.
5-2. I think you just drop one in front of him.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, it's tempting to play safe, but you got 3 men back, and I don't know. I would give him the ace.
Rory would almost certainly cube if he was given
the
shot, but no, I understand the ick factor. Like it's like this is what's the plan? Oh, if you're at O'Loughlin, you're just gonna roll 6-1. Oh no, it's 6-2. Okay, I thought he rolled 6-1 and made the bar, but he did not. So now he's got a decision to make.
Yeah, I would run out with that. There's not a compelling reason to stay back at this point.
Yep.
And he did get cubed. We didn't see the exchange, but there it is. There's evidence right down there in the corner of the board. 4-2. And yeah, I agree. I would have left the shot like this.
Oh yeah. Gotta have something to fight with at some point. It's not like the other play is completely safe.
Right. He's leaving 6 shots this way. He's leaving 14. That's 8 more numbers, but you get something out of it.
You get, yeah. And pointing numbers don't grow on trees in this position. There's just not any flexibility.
Well, he's thinking, another guy that's famous for 6-2s is Steve Mellon. And about 20 years ago, I was playing in Pittsburgh. He did it. He played the safe play.
He went safe.
Well, he would have been hit. Would he? Maybe not. I mean, yeah, he would have been hit. He'd hit. He wouldn't run. 2-2. That's a good roll.
Now the question is, do you play it this way?
Well, yeah, I mean, because you're still looking at having to strip, and you've got the 9-point is easier to clear, but it's still, I would have done this. 3-1. Okay.
All right. So Ed's looking menacing on his side of the board.
Yeah, he's got a very playable game there. He used to have a very playable game there.
And then double fives solves almost all the problems. Just one wafer thin problem on the 8-point.
Okay, he's just going to go play it for the race. Probably right, because unless Rory rolls that looked like a 2-5. How did he do that?
I saw that he played 8-6, 8-3, but I don't know. My video is choppy, so I don't know.
Oh, it was 8. Yeah, he was on the 8-point. Sorry.
Right.
I thought he was on the 7 for some reason. I was seeing him on the 7. So 3-3.
And Ed's thinking about that old Clash song. Should I stay or should I go?
And Rory's thinking, can I gammon him if I take another one off?
It's only 6-5. That's a problem. So I think you just rip. And now he's gonna
Sure. I mean, there's not any gain to it. Actually, there was, in theory, I mean, if he had, done something else like 3-1,
3-1.
this one leaves, would have left 6-1, 5-1 as opposed to 6-5. But
all right.
Oops, I think.
Yeah. Okay. That is a gin off the gammon.
So 4 away, 3 away, which is possibly the most interesting match score in backgammon, because there are just so many weird things relating to the cube, to gammons, to redoubles, doubles. It's from both sides. Both sides have trouble knowing how and when to cube in this game.
The trailer has to drop certain positions very quickly,
right? But can take some of the gammonish ones
right
pretty deeply.
Yeah, it's Rory's off to a good start. Has the bar point. Made the bar point on the opening roll, forced Ed into a bad 6-5, and ended up hitting that bar point slot. And now Ed's got this awkward 6-4. Enters with the 4. What do you do with the 6? I think he knows that a cube is coming, but
yeah, if you run out, you're leaving a double shot, and where's your game? If you slot the bar, you sort of have a game plan.
Only trouble with the bar point slot is it does leave those double hit numbers. And
well, I mean, are you going to double hit with 6-3 or 6-4?
I think he will, but Rory's thinking about this cube. I think he should send it.
Yeah, I think so too. The thing is that he's got some gammon potential here. His game is looking more like it could win a gammon than okay. I guess he decided against it, so
he rolls on.
But the decision could come up again. Oh, I guess he hit, so okay.
Yep. And Ed makes this anchor, and there will be another pause. And I think he should still send it, even though it's probably a little less gammonish. But like now that prime is real strong. Like he's got numbers that, and Ed has nothing up front.
Yeah, I agree. I would send it here.
In fact, I'm not sure Ed's supposed to take this. I'm not convinced this is a take.
See, Ed's problem is that if he takes the cube, and some of the things that could happen is a game turns around and he's got a gammon threat, but the gammon threat is reduced once the cube is in play, and the gammon threat no longer works for him when it comes to redoubles. I mean, he's really got a very crippled cube. Yeah, there's some cube, but not much. So yeah, and you're right. He doesn't have anything on his side of the board.
But it's good that Rory's taking the time. This is why you play most of your plays quickly for a decision like this that really does matter. He had over 10 minutes at the start of this, taking his time. This is good time management here for what could be the last decision of the game, or the match. You never know.
Yeah, he'll make a new point in his prime with anyone except 6-1. He's certainly got double twos, 2-3. He's got 5-2. He's got 6-2, 6-3, 4-4. You'd certainly take.
And he rolls.
5-1. He rolls a great number. 5-1 back, and now I think
it does not roll a good number.
Right. I mean, I think the market just hopped on the bus and took off.
And Rory immediately cubes now, and Ed immediately
flicks it away.
Disdainfully
flicks it away. Go away from me! Don't bother me, you pathetic little W.
All right, we get and Rory.
And I think
Rory's resetting up.
Yeah, he's gonna take a picture of it now and say, I wonder if I should have doubled this.
I thought maybe he invented a time machine and wants to.
Yeah, well, maybe Ed said something like, "Oh, I was dropping the roll before," although I don't think Ed would say that. So,
or if he did say it, I don't know if he would mean it. But all right, 3-point match. Used to play all.
It actually worked for me in Japan.
Oh yeah,
briefly. Yeah. He and his wife. They came over. And I heard a story. I mean, it's funny. Ed has played in some huge matches, and certainly is a very cool-headed. Oh, elbow bump. Okay, now it's official. But he had played in a chouette with John Koonman, who's kind of a legendary figure who's does financial trading over there. And John, has a lot of money, plays for very, very high stakes, and Ed had won a bunch of money. But then John took them out, and I think he managed to get Ed a little bit tipsy, because Ed really, I don't think drinks, but they were in a bar, and then he wanted to flip coins, and he got Ed, Ed was up something like $500, and John at this point is going, well, you want to do double or nothing? And I think it was blackjack, not coin flipping, but anyway, yeah, he got Ed sweating a little bit because he was out of his comfort zone. And that's an important thing to remember, is that if you're gambling, no matter what kind of gambling you do, you can be put out of your comfort zone. And so sometimes in backgammon, what you want to do is find the kind of game where the other guy is out of their comfort zone. And, suddenly is, well, I don't know if I want to take this cube, even if they ought to know. And when you're in the finals of an important match like this, sometimes it's easy to slip into that zone of discomfort. Meanwhile, we've got kind of a random game going here. Lots of blots, and
Ed made a neat little slot of his 5-point earlier on an entering 5-1. And it looks like the subsequent exchange of hits has paid off for him handsomely.
Yes. Now, at this score, 3-away, the cube is very, very powerful. And I think
there it is.
He's probably, it's Rory. Rory is a deep taker, it seems, but he's looking at this and he's realizing, I got 3 men back. He's got his 5-point made. I've got a blot on my ace. What's going on for me? And he's thinking about, how the take point is around 30%, even without factoring gammons in for the score. So I don't know. Would you take this, Gerry?
At this score, I don't really like it. That if an ace point blot were basically anywhere else, it's a no-brainer for me to take this. But
anywhere else on your bar point,
yeah, like that's maybe fine. But like it's not like it's just horribly out of place. Like it's one thing to have the only consoling factor for me is Ed is on the bar this turn, but I have nothing
Oh, I
got
didn't
three
even
guys
notice he
back.
was on the bar. Okay,
Oh
now wait.
yeah.
Now I think I'm taking it because he does have three men back. But I was just talking about the discomfort zone, and I suspect that Rory now might be in that discomfort zone where it's only 3 points left in this match, and if I take this double and get gammon, there are -1 points left in this match. So I don't know. Yeah, I did not see the black checker on the bar, but yeah, now I think I would take it now just because he does have three men back, and he can't really do anything. I mean, if he rolls double threes, of course, double fives, but he needs a joker to do anything, because otherwise he needs half his roll to come in. So, but I don't know. I sometimes take too deeply, so maybe it's a pass, but I would take. And Rory
takes.
So nice take, Rory.
It can't be a huge pass, even if it is.
Oh, and I said that there were only a few rolls.
You spoke it into existence, Jake.
So it seems. And 6-6 is not a good comeback. 5-3. 5-3.
Well,
he can bring two men down, playing for that, but he could just run. Yeah.
Running isn't bad either.
Yeah, I mean, he still has 2/3 of the builders he would have had. So
double ones, and he's going to upgrade to the deuce point anchor. And
yeah, I mean, I don't think you want to slot the bar point at this point. So
well, this is the other option, to not upgrade to the deuce point anchor and actually make the bar point.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to get jammed.
But he doesn't want to get jammed. Yeah.
Okay, I think Ed might be thinking about running here.
I think now's the time.
See, this is bold, but what do you got? You got 5-2, 5-3, and 5-6 and aces. So he left 17 numbers and 3 blots. Got away with it though. And what's he got? 6-4. Yeah. Well, now what do you do, rookie? Are you going to make the 4 point?
He's got a. So. No.
I would make the 9 and slot.
And I mean, running's worse than last time, but
yeah, this is what I would do. 6-5. Whoa! 5-4. 5-4.
Ed might have made a mistake by not running that one time when we suggested it to him.
$6-2.
Although he'll probably go soon.
Okay, one.
I don't see the other one. Yeah.
Now he could run out and duplicate 3s, but yeah, I would probably just do this. 6-5.
Seems like he'd prefer to run at a time when he
can get one all the way around.
Extricate one all the way. Yeah.
For 4, or when rolling double,
well,
that would be
good news, bad news. He will. Ooh, do we like this? I don't think we like this.
No, I would.
I think you just clear the 8, right?
Yep. Yeah, just keep it strong and solid. 5-4. Okay, so there's the 4, there's the 5. Is that the 5? Are we slotting? He figures there's going to be a shot this time.
Could be a shot right now.
4-2.
4-2 is not great. I think he's got to just run now.
Yeah, I agree.
He can't clear the 5, which is the other option. Like, it just seems
Yeah, that's kind of the slow death. But 4, it looked like.
I got a 4, and 3
I
went
think.
with it, I believe. So he's going to leave nothing on the other side. And it's a fan.
Double 2s is not his best.
It doesn't do anything useful. Probably just. Did you go 9 and 8 to 4?
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't slot the bar here.
Just 4, 5, 3, 6. Gives some protection against, like keeps him kind of contained if he comes in with this
3,
small
2.
entering
Okay.
number. There you go. Five, 4.
Yeah, he's
got
hit.
a hit and got a run.
Got a bounce. Yep. All right, so this is getting exciting.
This is crucial roll coming up here. 3, 6
or 3, 4. 3, 4 hit.
He would have.
No, it's a
I
3,
see a
4.
6.
It was a 6, 3. I think he would have been flying out. Oh, you're right. I was seeing a 4. Huh.
He said it was a crucial roll. It's almost like to be continued. Didn't solve anything. I see a 3.
It's
3
a 3,
up,
4.
and he's gonna lift. I think he's gonna lift. Maybe not. This is a tough one. Certainly cuts down on the gammon losses if he lists. How strong
he's
is
got
the
a 6
position on a
at
fan?
the other blot.
Right.
So I think
so if he fans, this is strong enough.
5, 4. Okay, so he's glad he lifted, but there was the 4 that I was expecting him to be hitting with last time, and he had to hit. So
another crucial roll. 2, 1.
Actually, did he have to hit? Now that I think about it,
he could have jumped out.
He could have jumped out. I think he was thinking that, well, there's the 4 that hits, and that may have been a blunder on Ed's part. Now that I'm looking at it more,
Rory hits 2, and Ed has fanned. And
right, but this
Rory
double
should play on.
is not. Yeah, he. So it's kind of an awkward.
I think Rory's playing on here.
Yeah, he's got 5s to come out. He's got 6s to hit. He's got 3s to cover.
And he can lift most times. This
does
everything. This does everything. Wow, what a shot.
So, that was a correct and nice play on by Rory. Double 3s. Okay, switch points.
He can pre-clear. Yeah, good. I think that's absolutely right. He brings everybody in. At least that's what he's looking at first. Now he found the pre-clear play.
What he's looking at, I think, is he's saying, well, what happens if I roll double 6s or double 5s? But there's 3 men up. It's and there's a prophylactic for this if he just now plays to the oh no, he can't.
Okay.
Jimmy likes it.
And that 3-point gap is you get concerned about leaving the immediate blotting numbers, but once you survive that, there's nothing else that's going to kill you. That 3-point gap is going to be with you for a while.
Okay, now he's thinking here about clearing the 6-point. And I think, with that 3-point gap, I don't know. I think I would take 2 off.
Historically, like
when
you're bearing off,
my mind, I would not take 2 off. I would clear the 6.
When you're bearing off against the 3-point anchor, the priority is usually clearing the 6. And this is almost as good as the anchor. It is an anchor now. Wow, double 3s.
Five, 4. Okay, we're getting down to decision time here.
Rory's gonna keep playing.
6-1. No, I didn't mean decision.
Oh, yeah. Decision for it.
Decisive dice rolls.
Okay.
Double 5s. That's a pretty decisive dice roll, but is it enough? Let's see. He's got 8 checkers, so 4 rolls. And if Ed comes out with that last one, and things go well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I guess he runs.
Yeah, Ed can't stay without burning too many inside, I think. So. Wow. And Rory's gonna have a chance. He's gonna have 3 numbers to win the match right now.
Oh my God.
And he rolled it. Double 6s saved the gammon earlier, and it wins him a gammon in the match now. Rory
Well,
Pascar.
what a finish. Okay, there's Rory.
Saying hello to the folks at home.
Yeah, that was quite an ending. And I thought it was a very, very well played match.
Oh, absolutely. Well played and exciting, just like what we want to see. I think that will probably do it. We thank you for the USBGF for making this possible. Thank you, Jake, for doing this with me. It was a blast to work with you and hear your stories.
Gerry, I enjoyed
your commentary. Now, we encourage viewers to become members of the USBGF. Remember to like and subscribe. Visit usbgf.org. We congratulate the directors of the Wisconsin State Backgammon Championships, Dave Meyer, and the newlyweds, Jack Edelson and Christina Elias. And thank you, viewers, so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And for Jake Jacobs, I'm Gerry Tansey, and we'll say farewell.
Bye-bye. Hasta la vista.